some more action-taking energy. Lights, camera, action. Who am I? The High Priestess Phoenix, your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger god, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. Where are we at? I'm just gonna put up something. It's better than nothing for you to stare at. We're about to start our class on the 12 houses and the astrological signs. It was really funny. Before I came up, I was having this download. It's like, do you have to get into a meditative place? You know, I always think about Wolfman, how he tries to like close his eyes to get a clear message. What the fuck do you see when you close your eyes? It's just funny to me. It's like, do you have to do something to turn this on? No. Is there anything I can do to turn it off? No. I mean, staying busy keeps me a little disconnected when I'm doing shit. But if I have any downtime in the time I'm doing shit, I'm still connected. Realistically, yeah. Whenever I go into these deep teachings, I expect nobody to really actually understand what I'm doing. And I also got a download in the car. It reminded me of, you know, Miss One Up, fucking Diana. When I first met Diana, Diana said that she did natal charts. And I was like, cool, I want to bring you into one of my classes. But my Holy Spirit wasn't too sure about letting her into my natal chart if she actually knew how that worked. Time has proven that she's a fucking idiot and she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. She was one of those, yeah, me too. She's a me too movement. It's very in depth what I'm about to teach you. Even the most complex, even tarot readers don't fuck with astrology. Why? Because there's too much to know. It's like getting into politics. It's science. You're going into something bigger than, you know, one field. And so before we started this, I started using the quantum tarot to teach you how to identify using the planets where we are in the tarot system. Eventually, what I hope to do, and that's what I had said a couple weeks ago, is I want to get to a place where I am pulling cards based on the 12 houses and we can see which part, you know what I mean, all parts of our lives. There's another thing that I have. This is all tied in. I had a basic meaning hidden inside of my Kabbalah oracles. The Kabbalah has a map you see that over there? It's a map of the tree of life. And typically what you're supposed to do is the same exact thing, is lay the cards on each of them. It's an enormous map, probably takes up this whole fucking desk. And then you can see which areas of what you need to be working on with it, which area of your life. But it goes back to the Kabbalah oracles, and those are like, we are far, far from, you know, memorizing those. So that's what I'm hoping to do, is to get more in-depth readings so I don't have to do them every day. But as you can see, the energy is shifting every day. As the planets are moving, they're shifting. They're taking energy and giving energy. And they're constant, and it's in a constant fluctuation. Why do I have to keep facing you? What is it? I just keep seeing Wolfman. And in a sense where I'm being challenged not to challenge him, but it's very challenging. So going back to it, you know, like all your erotistic teachings, everything you've learned spiritually, and the only thing that you can do is love readings. And I mean, that's extremely helpful because that's the one area of my life I cannot do. I cannot do love readings. Why? Because I'm going to tell you to fucking move on. You're asking Lilith, a creature that's unloving, to tell you how to love? Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. I'll show you. But when I see some shit in those cards that says this is bullshit, and realistically, I know it's bullshit. You wouldn't be coming to me if you're with the one. You're trying to make sense of the one that you're with and trying to ask me if it's going to last. Right there, bro. What do you think I'm supposed to tell you? This is the one. You're going to work it out. As soon as I meet a motherfucker, I tell them, you're on your way. Well on your way. You wouldn't be talking to me if you were in a happy relationship. You wouldn't be questioning if there was somebody better. There's nothing wrong with that. The world wants you to deem yourself as ungrateful and shit because you want something better. Why? Because there's a yearning inside of you that knows that this person isn't treating you right, or they're not meeting your needs, or they're ungrateful of everything you do offer, or they expect the most, and you're always competing to have a fucking important role in their life, and they don't put in the work, and blah, 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 blah. He makes a whole life out of that. Go right ahead, Wolfman, but I got much bigger things to teach around here. But it seems to be, a huge money maker. Shake your money maker. It's ludicrous is what it is. That's so fucking correct. Realistically, so you are useful. You do something that I cannot do, and you do it better than I ever could. Something I just do not do. Congratulations. You have power and authority over an area of life where I don't fuck with you. You are welcome to do the love readings. You need a love reading? Go talk to that guy. He's going to make you fall in love with him. Realistically, I just want to point it out. All glory to you, glory hole, but I'm serious. That's just your area of expertise. You do know that. And you're constantly going to have a job forever. Why? Because people don't know how to love. Thanks, Little Wayne. Pull it out. Pull it out. So, if you want to go into an easy field of fucking spirituality, there it is. Going into advanced teachings. Realistically, this is stuff I'm supposed to be learning I already learned one-on-one with Ascending Master. And now all of a sudden he's like, go teach everyone. Hold on, bro. They don't even know whatever. Let's move on, shall we? This is preparation. They got jokes. For what? The H bar. Preparation for the H bar. Sounds like some Martian Mathers bullshit. Are you understanding me over there? I know Logic speaks this kind of language. Realistically, he's all into Star Trek and all that shit. Move on. He's been space traveling on his couch for many years. Fucking alien gang. Woo woo. What's going on? Don't mind me. I have to make fun of this because this is stupid. All right, everybody, pull out your natal charts. Just kidding. Save them till later. We're not ready. We're going to go into the second building block. Every sign is built of three things: an element, a quality, and a polarity. Who the fuck took this class? I just am giving it to you, bro. Just skip it. Just go back and wait for the sexual stuff that you're so excited about. Understanding each of these primary building blocks gives you a head start towards understanding signs themselves. So let's take a look at them. Polarities, masculine and feminine. The word masculine and feminine are often misunderstood or confused in the context of astrology. In astrology, masculine means an energy that is assertive, aggressive, and linear. Is that me? Everybody wave your man flag. Feminine means an energy that is receptive, magnetic, and circular. Is that me? Everybody wear your feminine flag. Whoop, whoop. All right. These terms should not be confused with male and female. Wonder why I call you bitch. And then there's me. Why do I have to be in the middle of this? All right. The qualities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. We talked about that. So what am I? We talked about Aries is a fucking cardinal fire sign, but I am a mutable fire sign, which means Leo's probably fixated. The Leo soap opera. We're gonna does anybody want to know what they're doing in the closet? I don't want to know what that sign is doing in our astrological placement. We'll get to them. Qualities show the way a sign's energy flows. The cardinal signs are energies that initiate change. Well, duh. They're the beginning of all of it. Right? So I think they said the same thing about motherfuckers talking shit. Shut up, Shady. The cardinal signs are energies that initiate change. The cardinal signs operate in sudden bursts of energy. Yeah, they're full of great ideas. The fixed signs are thorough and unstoppable. They're the energies that endure. They take projects to completion, tend to blocks tend to block change at all costs and will keep something regardless of whether or not it should be terminated. Oh, you're the bastards that won't let go of no shit. That's why you're hiding in the furthest fucking nosebleed section of this teaching. Banana. She loves tearing that. Dude, that shit is all over. The mutable signs are versatile, flexible, and changeable. They are scattered, fickle, and inconstant. Yeah, I'm constantly changing. You want stability with something that's not stable. Just trying to put a horse in the stable. You're just trying to ride the pony. The elements fire, earth, air, and water. Fire sign corresponds with the spirit and the spiritual aspects of life. Okay? They inspire action, attract attention, and love spontaneity. Meaning what? Adventure. That sounds like a great idea. No, wait, I got to plan this out. All right, plan it out. I'll see you there. The earth signs are solid, practical, supportive, and reliable on the earth under their feet. Yeah, they're all about what they can see. They're all on ground level. Practical, supportive, and the earth signs are, The earth signs are our physical envoys and concerned with our tangible needs, such as food, shelter, work, and responsibilities. Boring. Air signs are all about the intellectual or mental sides of life. Like air itself, they are light and elusive. They love conversation, communication, and mingling. See, you're out of your element. The water signs correspond to emotional side of our nature, as changeable, subtle, and are able to infiltrate as water itself. Water signs gauge the mood of the room when they enter and operate on the sense from their environment. We come in, we bring the fire. You guys are over there testing the waters. That's what I heard. You got the airheads over there. And those that are very grounded. Oh, you didn't get to come out? You were grounded? Just kidding. Let's go on, Aries. Masculine, cardinal fire. Aries is ruled by Mars and is a cardinal fire sign. Red hot, impulsive, and ready to go. Aries planets are known for their patience and they ignore obstacles, choosing instead to focus on the shortest distance when they are or where they are and where they want to be. Planets in Aries are brave, impetuous, and direct. What? I know, she is like super happy. She's got the happy face because all she wanted to do was make a mess. She's like that kid. Whatever. Got you a new one. Give her the new one. The new one?
Yeah.
Damn it. Aries planets are known blah, blah, blah. So what that means is when planets are in the sign of Aries, right? All right. So Aries planets are known for their patience and they ignore obstacles, choosing instead to focus on the shortest distance between where they are and where they want to be. Planets in Aries are brave, impetuous, and direct. Aries planets are often very good at initiating projects. They are not, however, so eager to finish, as they will leave projects undone. Please don't make me bring her up. Russ's chick wanted to jump out there and, play the brag card like she wanted to. And she's like, I've been working so hard at being an artist all year, and I'm so glad, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, take it easy, Kim Kardashian. What's your night schools? The last time you released a song was over 9 months ago. You haven't worked on your craft for 9 months. Don't come out here talking about all the hard work and patience and fucking endurance you put into your shit. You start shit and never finish shit. Just like the shit you live with. That's what he does. Where is this hair product you've been talking about for 3 motherfucking years? Confirmation. What is that? Realistically, and that goes back to Aries over there, Mr. fucking... Holy Spirit said lower your voice. All right. You're always talking about I'm about to do some shit. That's all you're talking about is what you're about to do. You get in it and do what with it? You're always about to start some shit, but you don't finish no shit. You don't get through the shit. You don't do the shit. And it's easy to become an artist when that's all your boyfriend has and he can buy you a studio. Don't never say it wasn't given to you, bitch. A fucking, what did your thing say? Just a girl from Indiana that loves music. A fucking nobody. Again, he's going to get it back on his tax returns. He's going to get this investment back. We're keeping fucking receipts, aren't we, Russell? You're building the shit out of this bitch. You get it all back. Yes? Yes. He will own the name Jonica. Yes? Yes. Your very appearance he owns. He finances your appearance. He finances your food. He finances all of that. All of that. Your entire, if he knew how to do taxes, but he doesn't because he evades taxes, he would be putting you down as a dependent, as an artist, and as an investment. He's not that smart, and it's too late. Realistically, yeah, because he's an idiot. Yeah, he has not even focused on his own losses come tax season. Yeah, pay it forward. Pay the man. Get down on it. Get down on your knees and give the boy what he needs. Russ, I swear to God, dude, give you a much better blowjob for half the price. Realistically, just the smile on your face will do it for me. You gotta buy the shit out of that bitch. That's expensive ass, fucking booty ass, whack ass, fucking Indiana Jones ass, fucking ass. Ass. Hey, Big Sean could have had that ass. He probably was all up in that ass. Came out and was like, oh, I gotta get divorced. Shut up, bro. Anybody could pay for that ass. Anybody could buy her a fucking, doesn't mean you gonna buy her streams. Ooh, now the truth comes out. Now we know how you can do it. This is how you stop playing around. Sorry, I wasted a long time in there. Wasted a lot of time on your bitch ass. Realistically, I mean, I could talk shit forever. Start the barbecue. Let's just, tea time. No, I like the smell of burning flesh. Put the meat on the Barbie. I'm so fucking creative. Jesus, pull out the marshmallows. Marshmallow. Am I making you marshmallow over there, Sorry, I'm full of creativity. Anyways, Aries planets need physical outlets for their considerable Mars-powered energy. Yeah, that's why she's always in the gym doing the Kanye workout plan so she can get her a fucking NBA player, a fucking rapper, at least a dude with a car. What happened to Pilates? What happened to all this shit? Where's your gym? Where's your gym membership, girl? Get your booty right, bitch. Sorry, I love you. God does anyways. Otherwise, that's why I'm so grateful for you. You played in a very intricate role in this world. You were like a stand-up comedian to this whole shit. This is my doppelganger. This is the wannabe me. This is Russ's girlfriend. Isn't she so cute? Let me tell you all about this bitch. This is great. She's just like him. I love these two. I hope you get married and have other little fuckers just like you little fuckers. All right. Otherwise, the need for action can turn to stress. Exercise, hard work, and competition are food for Aries energy. They're always competing, and they're always showing you their gym regimens. This could be a good friend in January for any of you that need to start a new workout plan. They like to start shit. They're not going to see you through it, but they're down with the starting. They're down with the sickness. Can't wait to see you in your gym clothes. Love you. Bye. Moving on. Taurus. These are fun ones. Am I going to make fun of all of you? I hope so. This would be great. We'll never make it through here, though, because there's 12 of you. There's only one of me. Do you know how much Sagittarius is in my chart? Way too much for any human to handle. Really? Yeah. What's in your chart? All right. Taurus, feminine, fixed, earth. You wouldn't think a bull to be such a femme. I got a visual of what? Jude the dude. She was on the elevator. She's really such a kind, beautiful woman. She wouldn't like me to say that. She wants to be called they or him or them or whatever. I don't know. She's a great woman. God made you such a loving woman. I'm a dude. All right, dude. Jude. Am I disrespecting you? Just a little. Let's move on to your sign. I'll be there shortly. Taurus is a fixed earth sign, has endless patience that turns Taurus planet into a solid force to be reckoned with. Taurus, hey, dude, sounds like Jesus was a Taurus. I bet Buddha was a Taurus. Taurus folks never, ever quit. Their reputation for stubbornness is earned. Do you have some Taurus placement in your chart, Lewis? They're responsible, reliable, honest as they come, practical, endowed with a stick-to-it attitude. Other planets envy. Hmm. Sounds like a good person. They're not afraid to work hard since Taurus is ruled by Venus. Ooh, they got a heart. It's not surprised to find that these people are sensual and luxury loving too. They love to be spoiled. Oh, never mind. They love to be, I remember, spoiled with the best, good food, fine wine, or even a Renoir plant painting. Oh, yeah. They need peace and quiet like no other and don't like their schedules to be disrupted. However, they sound prissy. I guess when you bring out your prize winning bull. However, they may need a reminder that comfortable habits can become ruts. Gemini, masculine, mutable, air. The sign is famous for the duality of love, of new experiences, as well as for its role as a communicator. Gemini is a mutable air, which translates into the change of your mind. So expect your Gemini planet to be entertaining and versatile. Where's my birth chart? Really? I mean, it's in here, but so is everything else. Is it in here? I feel like it's time to. There it is. Why? I'm just curious at this point. Who's mad? The dog? She's getting pissed off. All right, so when you pull out your birth chart, it's going to show your sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. It's going to show all of that. And then you can go off of that. Really? That's what we're looking at. So let me see. I wanted to go back to this because I have a Gemini placement in here. Where? None of your business. Translates into change in mind. So expect your Gemini planet to be entertaining, and versatile. This sign knows a little bit about everything. Gemini planets usually display at least two distinctive sides. Oh God, I saw Scorpio. To their personalities and are changeable, even fickle at times, and are wonderfully curious. This sign is ruled by Mercury, so if what you're doing involves talking, writing, gesturing, or working with the hand-eye coordination, your Gemini planet will love it. Mercury is also rules short trips, and so any planet in Gemini is expert on how to make its way around the neighborhood in record time. All right, so now I'm looking over at my houses, and it's like, where are my houses? Welcome to my house. I don't know what that is, though. What do we need for that? We'll get into it in a minute. Really? Yeah. I don't know either. All right, let's go into Cancer. Feminine, cardinal, water. Cancer is a cardinal water sign, so it's good at beginning things. It also is most private-orientated sign. Cancer types are emotionally vulnerable, sensitive, and easy to hurt. They need safeness to return when the world gets to be too much. Cancer types say, I love you, by tending to your need for food, warmth, or a place to sleep. The problem is they can become needy, dependent, and unable to function unless they feel someone or something needs them. Ooh. Cancer rules the home and family, and it is also in charge of emotions. So expect a Cancer to operate from his or her gut most of the time. That's our full moon in Cancer, but it's ruled by the moon, so it's in its place. All right, here you go, you Leos. We're gonna find out about you. Masculine, fixed. Oh, fire. Leo is a fixed fire sign, and above all else represents pride and ego. See what I mean? No wonder you're staying out of the fucking. I can't stand ego. I can't stand ego. I can't stand ego, dude. And pride, vanity, showing off, boastful. Look at me. Oh my God, Becky. Hey, I am 100% positive that they lied on your birth certificate. First off, he's not your father. Second, you're not a Libra. You're one of these bastards. Really? Pride and ego. Sun-ruled Leo wants to shine and be noticed. Natural performers, people in this sign are into drama and attract attention even when they don't necessarily want it. You're such a fucking drama queen. Occasionally, your Leo friend may be touchy and high maintenance. That's why I don't have one. I couldn't stand this. Get away from me. Oh my God, don't bring me anyone like this. Ugh. If you tell me you're a Leo, I'm walking away. Why? Because it's in your nature to be this. Your nature is. Ugh. No wonder you have such drama. You create drama. trying to fucking be the center of fucking attention. You're a drama queen. Still, they are generous to a fault. Leos appreciate attention and praise with lavish compliments, lovely gifts, and creative outings designed to amaze and delight. Bro, if you're trying to date a Leo, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? This person wants you to show them that they're the most important person in the planet and keep reaffirming that for the rest of their life. Shut up. God. Anyways, Leo's speciality are having fun, entertaining, and making big entrances and exits. Please leave. Ugh. I knew I wasn't gonna like you, dude. I knew there was something sour as fuck in the room, dude. And I knew it was coming from the Leo section, bro. Really? Mm-hmm. Could be the tiger in me. The tigers and the lions. Whoop, whoop. Bring in the bears. Virgo. Feminine, mutable earth. Virgos may seem picky and critical, but they may be too simplistic. As a mutable earth sign, your Virgo planet delights in helping and is willing to adapt to any task. Do I have any Virgo? Absolutely not. Nowhere. 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 Do I have any Leo? Yes, in one of my houses. Welcome to my house. Oh, which house? I don't know. We'll get to the houses when we get there. Occasionally, your Leo. Oh, no, we're down here. Having a keen Virgo planet's delight, blah, blah, blah. Having a keen eye for details may be another way to interpret a Virgo's planet's automatic fault-finding ability. When Virgo's eye for detail combines with the ability to fix almost anything, you have a troubleshooter extraordinaire. That was totally fucking Morgan. She was a Virgo, and she was all about that fix-it shit. This sign practiced discrimination, analyzing, critiquing, and suggesting remedies to potential problems. This sign is also, yeah, dude, she created problems in her head, fucking up my imagination. You have bad imagination. And making lists, agendas, and schedules. That's what I told her to do. She said she was unscattered. I told her she needed to make lists and schedules. Keep your Virgo planet happy by keeping it busy. What is mine? I don't have any, thank God. Ugh. Libra, masculine, cardinal, air. Libra adores balance, harmony, and equal give and take. No easy task. A more charming sign would be difficult to find, though. Libra's cardinal, airy nature wants to begin things and entertain and socialize are high priorities. These expert people pleasers. And I'm done. It's like the whole batteries just fell out and I fell over. It's like they dropped the fucking mic. I had to fall. Somebody tune her up. That's funny. These expert people-pleasing Venus-ruled planets specialize in manners, courtesy, and small talk. Yeah, that's all you do, small talk. Don't you have a song called Small Talk? Alone time may be shunned, and because they are gifted with the ability to pacify, they will sell out their own needs or truths to buy peace and companionship. You fucking sellouts. People pleasers. I told you were. Their real work is to see both sides of a situation, weigh the options, and maintain their inner balance by remaining honest. Liars. Scorpio, feminine, fixed water sign. Look at my divine feminine. Planets in this sign are detectives. I know, that's what they said. You were a super duper stalker. You're the one in the, stalking. Stalkers. I mean, what else are you going to do? Who else are you going to watch? I don't mind you guys watching me because what else are you going to watch? And just by whatever your stupid, weird intentions are, you're being filled with goodness. Planets in this sign are detectives, excellent at the art of strategy. Your Scorpio planet sifts through every situation for subtle clues. Oh, that's kind of me. Which they analyze to determine what's really going on. They're also gifted in sending subtle signals back to the environment. And what the fuck is this one? What is this? Imperceptibly altering a situation by manipulating it with the right words or movement. I told you, he's a master manipulator. Scorpio planets are constant search for intimacy. Yeah, that's what brings him. They seek intensity and may be crisis orientated. Oh, then you really love me. They can be restless, obsessive, and jealous. Ooh, are you the jealous? Are you jealous of these guys? I mean, he does talk about you a lot. I'm like, don't talk about them. Realistically. Oh, Wolfman's the goat. I want to hang out with him. Do you want to? I don't. Remember, this fixed water sign, Scorpio, feels things deeply and forever. Give your Scorpio planet the opportunity to firewalk, to experience life and death situations. This is life and death. I have a couple I have a couple Scorpio placements. How many? Two in my natal chart and one in my house. My houses. Really? Mm-hmm. Beep, 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 beep. Sagittarius is a masculine, mutable fire sign. The enthusiasm of this mutable fire sign, ruled by Jupiter, spreads like a bushfire. These planets tend to never feel satisfied or content and always wonder if there's something even more wonderful over the next mountain. Yeah, there's other mountains to climb. Lewis, you didn't even sound convincing in your lemon Lulus. I want to see you put on some lemon Lulus and climb the mountain like you're from fucking Highlands fucking Ranch. I told you that's where those little girls come from. All the girls in Highlands Ranch wear lemon motherfucking Lulus. And here comes fucking their ambassador, fucking Lulu over there. Louie, the lemon Lulu. Sorry, I don't want to say gay, but that's a very feminine sign right there. You in those clothing, you saying you're gonna climb mountains and it didn't even sound convincing. Sorry, am I starting fires? Maybe just a little. Burn your bush to the ground. Anyways, your Sagittarius planets are bored by routines. They're freedom-oriented, generous, and optimistic to a fault. They can be excessive and overindulgent. They adore outdoor activities and foreign places and foreign people. I like new people and I like new places. They learn by first having the big picture explained. They're only too happy to preach, advertise, and philosophize. What does she want?
I don't know.
She tore it all to pieces and she didn't get anything out of it. That's what she's mad about. Hey, Christian.
Yeah, it's one right here.
No, don't give it to her. Just get her out of here. Sagittarius planets are...
Okay.
What? Or planets can be quite prophetic, and they absolutely believe in the power of laughter, embarrassing themselves at times to make someone else laugh. I'm hilarious, aren't I, though? Nobody laughs harder at me than me. I get you going. Like, do you know what I did? I'm not even going to hide this. You got to know this. This is hilarious. Realistically, yeah. How much Sagittarius do I have? Too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Are you serious? I am Jupiterian to the fullest, bro. And that's just in my fucking natal chart. In my houses, I got 1, 2 of them. Well, that's more. But none of that bullshit. Fuck that bullshit. Why? Because we already went through that bullshit in past lives. Thank you very much. Moving on. Where are we at? I guess we're at Capricorn. Speaking of Louis Lemon Lulus. You're going to show up to my place and be like, it's Louis Lemon Lulus. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. It's Lewis Hamilton. Just let him in. Is he dressed really pretty? Is he like the prettiest black guy you ever seen in your entire life? Yeah, that's my twin flame. Let him in. Capricorn, feminine, cardinal earth. Your Capricorn planet, ruled by Saturn, all that structure, have a tendency to build things such as erect structures. Oh, we read about this yesterday. I started laughing at you. Erector set. Creating a career for you. Saturn will start up an organization and turn it into a family business. These planets automatically know how to run it no matter what it is. They're authoritative figures. What is she crying about? I don't know. She's looking at her toy. She tore out everything and she's just crying about the death of it. Give her the new toy.
I did.
Oh, and she's just sad about the whole situation. They exercise caution and discipline, set down rules, and live by them. Capricorn is a sign that has the driest wit. Did you see his commercial for Lemon Lulus? He doesn't get the jokes around here anyways. Here's where your sense of propriety and tradition will be strong, where doing things old-fashioned way and paying respect to elders will be the only way to go. They want to return for their time that they invest and don't mind proving how valuable they are. Do I have any Capricorn in here? Yes. Oh my God, Becky. Where's your Capricorn? In my Mars. My action is very structured. I said that earlier today in my entire reading. I was like, it has to be structured, Capricorn. Yeah? Yeah, don't just take crazy actions. If we put Sagittarius there, oh, don't put it there. What about over here? Nope, I'm good over here. No, I'm not. Shit. It's kind of a perfect alignment, don't you think? Realistically, weird as fuck. Anyways, I'm not going to give you all of it. We're going to work through it. I'm going to leave some surprise to the eyes. Okay, let's move on. Aquarius, masculine, fixed air sign. I feel like if I'm a masculine, by definition, I need to be with a feminine sign. Don't you think? Don't you think? I think so. Aquarian's planet represents some unexpected contradictions because they are fixed air and unpredictable. Their sign ruler is Uranus, gets the credit for Aquarius's tumultuous. There's your word. Who even used this word? I never even heard this word until you came into my vocabulary. Tumultuous. Can I spell that in this? Can you spell that? I mean, I could spell it off the paper, but whoever used that word? How about you, Lewis? Is that a Brit word? Okay. Aquarian energy facilitates invention and humanitarian conquest. To amazement of the masses, the planet is the sign in this sign are in the personal freedom like no other. They create their own rules, fight city hall whenever possible, and deliberately break tradition. Hey, I feel like I'm Aquarian. It's the age of Aquarian. All right. They adore change. We'd get along. You're not really like you're cool with it. Let's go then. Like let's change our flight. Abrupt reversals are their speciality. So others often perceive them as erratic, unstable, or unreliable. We're like the best friends. We're like peas and carrots, bro. Where you at? But when Aquarius energy activates commitment to a cause or an intellectual idea, has a steadfastness like no other sign possesses. Ooh, they're very actionable. I feel like we were made for each other. Really? I mean, there might be a lot of masculinity, but do I have any Aquarius in my sign? Yeah, it's in my houses, but not in my chart. Oh well, my ascendant is in Aquarius. What is that? Deep into your blood. I don't even know my actual blood type, but this is more important than that, don't you think? Pisces, feminine, mutable, water. Mutable Pisces can't separate itself emotionally from whatever it's exposed to. This is your emotional mother that they always talk about. How I met your mother. How she emotionally manipulates you. While this is the source of Pisces' well deserved reputation for compassion, it also is a source of desire to escape reality. Yeah. Planets in this sign feel everything, for better or worse, so they need time alone to unload and reassemble themselves. I feel like all you water signs need time to just deal with your emotions, bro. It's the same thing they said about fucking Cancer. And I mean, Scorpio, you need to sit down and quit stalking people. Expose. Stalk yourself. Exposed to others, especially in crowds, is exhausting in your Pisces planets. Here is where you might have a tendency to take in stray people and animals, and where you need to watch for the possibility of being victimized or taken advantage of some way. Pisces planets see the best in people or situations, and they can be disappointed when reality sets in. These planets are the romantics of the zodiac. Let them dream in healthy ways. Well, it seems like you're going to have to be feeding Pisces videos for the rest of their lives. Do I have any Pisces placements? Mm-mm. Fuck them. Go fuck yourself. Realistically? Nope, none of that. Moving on. Was that all the signs? Yes. How long did it take us? 38 minutes? That means I got to keep going. All right, we talked about the signs. I told you I was going to do the houses. We went backwards. Welcome to my house. All right, let's talk about it. Houses, the third building blocks. Houses are represented by 12 pie-shaped wedges in a horoscope chart. See the blank chart on page 238. All right, let's turn to there. Why? Because I said so. Follow the directions. You don't know how to follow directions? It's at the end of the book. Although we've come to the end of my book. It really is, really? Yeah, it's the last page. Hey, I said something funny. You want to hear something funny? This is really funny. I was like, they said you go to hell if you use fucking Bible paper to roll joints. And I said that to Morgan. I was like, I've done it before. She's like, I have too. Why do you think they put so many extra papers in the back for you? You've done that? Yeah, I've done that. Are you afraid? Do you think God is he's gonna put you in hell for tearing up that manuscript and using it?
No, she's just angry.
I think it's funny. I might have lost someone on that one. Anyways, they are like rooms in a house, and each reflects the circumstances we create and encounter in specific areas of life. One room, the sixth house, relates to our daily routines and work, while the 11th house relates to our groups and the groups we may be affiliated with. For example, the sign Aries, Taurus, etc. on the cusp of each house tells us something about the nature of the room behind the door. What's behind your door? What's in your pocket? Someone with Leo, drama queens, on the sixth house cusp will create different routines and work habits than a person with Capricorn on the cusp. The signs influence the type of behavior you'll exhibit when those life circumstances turn up. Since the time of day you were born determines the sign on each of the houses, an accurate birth time will result in a more accurate information from your chart. We're going to stop here for good reasoning. What's in front of you? Oh, there's a bunch of fucking shit in here. Hold on, dude. People are talking. I met this girl. She said what? You met a girl. Propose? Why would you propose so quickly? And someone else says they think that they might be gay. I don't think you think it. I think you're not. I don't think a person thinks they're gay. I think they're trying to think their way out of it. It's in the comments. I'm just answering some comments in there. And don't worry, these will go away when I upload the video. To the person that you met somebody, making a connection doesn't mean it's a lifelong connection. But just because you can't see it lasting forever doesn't mean you shouldn't honor what this connection is bringing to you right now. Realistically, we want everything to work together. And if you felt something, then go with it until you feel that something isn't right. And when you feel that something isn't right, ask yourself, is it a feeling inside of your stomach or it's a fear inside of your head? Again, I don't do love readings, so I wish you the best on that, but you were meant to make a connection. As far as proposing, are you ready to give up your life for another? To create a life, to give up what you see as your life to create a new life with someone else? Might be not ready for all of that. I'm not sure. To the other person, I don't think that you think you're gay. People can't put that on you. People can't call you gay and then all of a sudden, maybe I am gay. No, you're either attracted to the same sex and it makes you feel good, or it doesn't. And thinking about it, anytime you think about something, you're trying to logically calculate whether there's truth behind it. People know that they're gay. They just want to think their way out of it. People know when they're, you really do know. And that's where I teach you this, is going back to the real knowing, is honoring your feelings. All the psychic shit that I do is because of it's through feeling. It's through the senses. The sixth sense. It's not funny. But realistically, you have to learn to honor your intuitive knowings, your gut feelings. Go with them. And then if they lead you somewhere and you're like, well, I didn't think this is where it's going to be, you can look back and see where you missed it. Because there's times it's like, how did this happen? And your brain or Kobe Bryant or whoever, your spirit guides, will come and show you the red flags you missed along the way, where you were intuitively nudged. You had a feeling that something wasn't right. Everything is all right until it doesn't feel right. You shouldn't assume that, things are going to go bad. It's just they don't go good forever. Don't be pessimistic. You know what I mean? And learn your feelings. Why do you feel uncomfortable in certain crowds? Is this something that you're storing? Do you have, residual something that every time you get around a certain person, you have a trauma-based reaction that you don't feel comfortable in certain crowds because something happened to you in a crowd and now you feel crowded? or, stuff like that. There's a lot of psychological to be with this. I appreciate the conversations to be had. Don't think about it. You'll think yourself out of it. Your mind can't make sense of good feelings. And all it does is try to protect you from bad ones. It sees things of it's constantly analyzing gain, loss, win, lose. Is this going to work? How is this going to work? What does this look like? It's trying to project way too far down the pipeline. We teach you to stay in the here and now. You might be enjoying the hell out of this person, but you can't see living with this person. You can't see taking them to meet your family. You can't see all that. But if you start putting that on them, you're going to miss the conversation that you're having right in front of you. It gets real difficult when you try to put them further than where they are, which is right in front of you. And, and down to your feelings. Nobody wants to be gay. Why? Because it sets you apart and it makes your life difficult, and you're automatically going to be persecuted for your love language. It's not an easy thing, but it's also not something you did. Nobody made you gay. You're just naturally attracted to someone of the same sex, and you want to give that person your love, and you want to feel that type of person love you. You feel safer with someone. There's nothing wrong with that. The world will tell you you're wrong and there's something, you're sick, and they'll try to pray the gay away and tell you, no, you are going to have a difficult life. Same as, interracial dating. You know what I mean? It's not easy to be a white woman dating black men or vice versa. It's just, all of that different stuff. It's like, stepping out of the boundaries is just, it's always heart pushed. Nobody wants to break the rules. Your heart calls you to break the rules, but you're going to win because you're following your heart. There's a whole lot of people that are masking their sexuality because they don't want the persecution of who they really are. They don't want to be called gay. They don't want the condemnation of their love preference. But you'll never feel that true bliss with someone that doesn't really make you feel that way. Pretending not to, pretending to like men or women and you don't really like them, you're never going to feel that. You're denying yourself the true experience of love with another person, and it doesn't have to be of the opposite sex. They told you, just like they told us when we were little, you're a girl. You're supposed to do this. Girls do this. Girls do that. Girls don't do this. Girls don't do that. They told you what you were and how to act and who to love and who not to. How many times did you try to have a friend that they told you couldn't have? How many times did they not approve of your lovers? How many times did you let that stop you, bro? You can't stop who your heart is attracted to. Believe me, I've done every type of magic over here to stop it. The heart wants what the heart wants. And it may not be pleasing to anyone else, and it may not make no sense to you, but there is something about this person that lights up your heart. And that should be enough. That's what people are looking for, is that heart activation that happens between two people. They're trying to force it in the bedroom. They're trying to force it on the internet. They're trying to force it. It's not a force that can be reckoned with. So to whoever you are that you met someone, enjoy that someone for as long as they're there. But when the time is done and you know it's done, then let go and be ready to receive another someone. Don't go chasing people down. God brought you someone to make a connection when it was the right time, and this is the right connection. They're not wrong connections. It's like they might teach you some difficult lessons, but you were meant to connect. Really? Connect for. What was the other one? I hope what? Your mom accepts you. Oh, fuck. I've seen a lot of videos of that. You're going to live a hard life if you're looking for acceptance on your choices. You hope she supports you, bro. That's it. You can't. I can tell you, I was a long time ago, I was Christian washed in my brain that I said that if any of my kids ended up gay, I'd have to disown them because that's the right thing to do by God. I drank the juice, right? Until I really got into an understanding of God and realized that's ungodly all the way. There's a lot of people that are still programmed that way. I can't. I want to say this, and with no condemnation to your mother wants you to be happy. It might take her a long time to accept this is what makes you happy. That's all I can say about it. But ultimately, under everything, she wants you to be happy. She just might not be happy with the choice you make. And you know what I mean? That's it. It's like, I want my daughter to be happy. I might not like her boyfriend. And even then, my daughter, she's a they. So she chooses, she goes, what's your sexuality?
I used to be lesbian, and then
She's gone through the whole thing. She's still discovering her sexuality. She's gender fluid and whatever. Have you had sexual experiences with either? Like physical touch? I don't really want to know this.
I did with Tristan from Oklahoma. He didn't go as far as taking off clothes, but we've done some touching.
All right, I'm moving on from the conversation. See what I mean? I want her to be happy. I don't want to go into the depths of it. I don't, there's many people that get disowned by their families and by their communities, by their churches, by their states, countries, everything, dude. This has been a long ass battle for love. You're on a battlefield, but you're not fighting alone. There's a lot of people and there's a lot of flags waving right now to fight for love. Just an ability to love. That's all you're asking, is to be able to love someone. And remember that. You're not trying to prove anything. You're just asking for the ability to love someone. And if they deny you that, then they don't have a right in your life anyways, bro. Your parents don't have to agree with your choices. They have to support them. That's what a good parent does. I don't have to like what you're doing. I just got to be here, you know what I mean, behind you. I don't like everything my daughter does, but I'm here for her. I'm not here to tell her what to, in a certain sense, protective, I try to tell her not to wear fucking high heels and weird shit that she'd be wearing out there. Trying to save her from social suicide. But realistically, no. I don't know what your mom will do. You know your mom. Did Jesus say marriage is between a man and a woman? No. The Bible did. The Bible did. Why did they do that? Tradition, I suppose. You got to go back to, guys, remember back then, they were flat foot, didn't wear underwear. They were typical cavemen. They were creating the books as they went. The first laws were written in stone from fucking Noah talking to the burning bush. Right? So realistically, it's like, think about Juneteenth, right? So here's the new law. Spread the word. No more slavery. It took 2 years for that shit to get to Texas, and still the message was not delivered correctly. For some reason, they still think it's cool to be racist and play these games. Realistically, yeah. So with that being said, Jesus never said that. And people, evolved souls, recognize that this is an act of love that can happen between more than just a man and a woman. And that's where governments come in. Now, you have to understand the states in which recognize this and don't. Colorado is a very progressive state. We're one of the only few that are still doing abortions. We give people rights here. But in other states where these states have never passed new laws and they have stuck to traditions, they're not going to be accepting. We know this. It's going to be harder to be gay in a place like, you know what I mean? Shit, to start with. In certain, you know what I mean? In certain jurisdictions than other places. Obviously, you're going to have more freedom to be gay in San Francisco or in Colorado or in, certain New York. You're not going to be so free to do that in country states where they, you know what I mean? They don't agree with that. They have not progressed in the understanding. They don't have compassion for something they don't understand. They believe it to be a choice. They believe that sexuality is a choice. And that's why they deem certain sexual acts as sins. They think it's lustful.
You gotta ask them
Going
one
back
day,
to the, you know what I mean? Even the clergy, it wasn't until the 12th century, 13th century that they told priests to stop having sex. No, Jesus didn't tell you that, bro. What did Jesus tell you? Let me pull out something for you and we'll end right here. We'll pick this up back up. We're going to restart the houses. We didn't even get through it. Really? Mm-mm. I'm going to take you straight into Jesus right now because that's what we need right now. What does Jesus teach us? Compassion, understanding, forgiveness, love, kindness, patience, joy, humility. He was not, as I said in my video yesterday, he was not there to teach, to enforce rules. He was teaching you to open up. He was all of that. All right, I'm going to open my Bible. God, give me, Jesus, they want to hear from you. These are things that they're persecuted about here, that they've been persecuted for love. Can you give us some love for them, please? A real message of love, please. I'm going to pull in. Where'd I go to? Jesus isn't in Jeremiah. Let me go further. Acts. You want to talk about the conflicts over circumcision?
What's that?
Hold on. I want to find something. Where? I really want to find something that really depicts his love to you. His words are always written in red. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I want some true messages from him. So you need to understand Jesus, dude. It's not about the book. It's about him. The book is telling about the works he did. Be careful with this. Where am I going? I'm going to the Gospel of John, chapter 3, the new birth. Jesus answered and said to him, "Most assuredly, I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God." Nicodemus said to him, "How can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter a second time into his mother's womb and be born?" Jesus answered, "Most assuredly, I say to you, unless one is born of water and the Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. That which is born of the flesh is flesh. That which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Do not marvel at what I say to you. You must be born again. The wind blows whether it wishes, and you hear the sounds of it, but cannot tell where it comes from and where it goes. So is everyone who is born of the Spirit. Interesting. Why? Because I said I was going to do a brand new teaching on reincarnation. You were born of flesh and bones. The awakening happens when your spirit is reborn, when you are reawoken to your true self. There's a saying in Christianity called a born again Christian. After you've been baptized, now you're born again in the Spirit. But they don't have the Spirit's knowing or the Spirit's guidance. They're just covered in the Spirit. Really? Yeah. All right, let's go into this. Nicodemus answered and said to him, "How can these things be?" Jesus answered and said to him, "Are you the teacher of Israel, and do you not know these things? Most assuredly, I say to you, we speak what we know and testify what we've seen, and you do not receive our witness. If I have told you earthly things and you do not believe, how will you believe if I tell you the heavenly things? No one has ascended to heaven, but he who came down from heaven, that is, the Son of Man, who is in heaven. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so much the Son of Man be lifted up, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God did not send his sons into this world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved." There's your answer. Jesus didn't tell you who to marry. He didn't come to condemn you. He came to release you. For everyone practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his deeds should be exposed. But he who does the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be clearly seen, that they have been done in God. I guess that's right. 3:16 is one of the most proper fucking known scriptures. The person asked me in the comments, so Jesus said to deny yourself. Not exactly. The denying of the flesh is the flesh's desire for such things that would be the 7 deadly sins. Pride, vanity, you know what I mean? Lust, greed. The stuff that makes you better than people. The stuff that you need to feel more of. Jesus was trying to help you understand how important you are, and to be forgiven and given another chance to not just live again, because at this point you already, according to the churches, you're already blasphemy, you're doomed, you're going to die, you're going to hell for your choices. And that goes back to someone's homosexuality. You know what I mean? They're going to say that you're going to hell for this. If you're having sex outside of marriage, you're going to hell. It's a very funny concept if you think about it. What is deemed a holy union? They say it's only holy until you could come and make it pronounced against man. It's only a holy union when you know what I mean, put it in contract against man, which is, a wedding. But the holy union is the coming together of a man and a woman. And as the first woman who did not sleep with the first man, we never had the holy union. Realistically. They use this to condemn you. And Jesus is all about liberating you. He didn't want you to deny yourself. He doesn't want you to deny your anger. He doesn't want you to deny the feelings you have, but to have control over them, to have some discipline, to not give in to them. He says things like, if you have a sinning eye, then it's better to rip out the eye to, sin no more. In the essence of, he wants you to deny yourself the things that are bringing you hardships, but continue to live in joy and humility. It's not really about all of that. He doesn't want you to give up your experience, just the things that you're giving into that are fucking up your experience. I'm very honored to sit, people sit in churches all the time to listen about what he would teach, but to sit there with the teacher, I've had a whole bunch of intimate conversations with Jesus. One of my favorite ones that we always talk about is the underwear. Jesus didn't wear underwear. It wasn't even it wasn't even a thing. So he was trying to show me how bad they lied. Because in every cross that you ever see, Jesus's loins are covered up. They didn't want you to see how they completely demasculized this man. It wasn't true. They stripped him completely naked. They completely humiliated him. They ripped his skin off and everything. For what? For believing in God. A God they could not see. A very generous, righteous, forgiving God. They put all of it. And his God was real. That's all that happened, bro. And so know that. That's what happens in the world we live in. They will fucking hang you for what you believe in. And we still do it to everyone all the time. The Muslims are trying to kill the Christians. The Christians are trying to kill the Israelis. The fucking Germans think they fucking hailed Hitler and they know everything. The Russians, everybody swears to God that the other person is wrong and they should be condemned to death for their wrongdoings. Jesus came and said, no more of that. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Meaning they don't know they're offending you. They had no idea that they were offending your way of life and your fucking culture. by eating meat. You know what I mean? It's like they've lived this way their whole lives, all their lives. They meant no offense. That's where it is. Forgive them of their trespasses as they forgive you. How offensive are you when you go to their countries? Shit like that. I just want to point that out. I'm going to tell you this straight from God.
Don't mess up
Straight from
people
God. Directly, these are his words coming out of my mouth. Don't you let nobody on this planet tell you how to love. He will show you how to love. And don't let anybody tell you who you can and can't love. He sent Jesus to love everyone that everyone hated. All the people that got no love, that were casted out, he sent them to love the unloving. Sick people, boils on their skin, everything. He'd go over and shake your hand. Oh, God, don't touch me. Are you contagious? That was him. He was going to brace you, a warm embrace. Don't let anyone, that's straight from God. I hear him straight. You tell them this. It couldn't have came any simpler. Like, it should have been delivered by Gabriel. He's giving it to me directly. Don't let anyone of this world tell you how to love and who to love. So says God. Because Jesus said, love thy brother, love thy neighbor, love thy mother, love everyone. Have love for your countrymen. Have love for your God. Have love for the creatures. Have love. You are not going to hell for being loving. They are going to face unbelievable karma for being unloving towards your loving abilities. Anybody that is unloving to a person that's just trying to love is going to be faced with karma, God's justice. Your parents are not standing in your way unless you let them. And there's going to be severe consequences for that because he created you to love the same sex. You're not going to hell for love. Nobody goes to hell for love. But they sure want to put you in hell because they don't understand your love and they don't got no love of their own. If there's anything you're fighting for, you fight for your ability to love someone. Don't give up. Okay? Anything else? What was what that is not like Jesus, bro? What is not like Jesus, bro? What does your imagination tell you about Jesus? Who is the energy of Jesus? Is he dead? Is he somewhere in a far-off land that lives in a book? What do you know about Jesus, bro? Jesus came to set everything right. He came to tell everyone how to live. He came to fucking put all kinds of rules and do all this. No, he was the change, and the change went into effect. But he wasn't running around sending out messages and doing all that. He was living. He was a living example of what we should be. And people wrote stories about it so that we can be like him. I like that. I like that someone said that. That's not what Jesus was like. You know what Jesus is like, really? You're Christ-like? You spend time with Lord Christ? You spend intimate time with Jesus? What does he do? He persecutes people with you? He sits there and eggs you on? What do you do in your secret time with Jesus? He doesn't teach you to love, to be forgiving, to be understanding, to be compassionate. He doesn't open up your heart. He doesn't call you to do humanitarian work. He doesn't ask you for kindness, generosity. He doesn't ask you to be a helpful person. What does Jesus do for you in your life? What role does Jesus play in your life? What role has the church painted in your books that he plays in your home? Are you disciplined in the name of Christ? I know many people that have gotten beat in the name of Christ. I do this because I love you. That's not love. That's not love. That's not Christ. Christ was nothing but love. And he teaches you that. To say that that's not Christ, you're not Christ-like. The eternal begotten God. Why is he begotten? I don't know. Somebody's playing around in they like the attention. Hey, bro, study your books, and then maybe going back to it, guys. Yeah, we're working through this. So that's what Vedic astrology is. I brought up Jesus because Jesus needed to be part of the conversation. He's part of all conversations. Going back to it, we're going to get back to this, the 12 houses. So as the planets move through your houses, they cause messes in your houses, is what we're going to talk about. Really? Yeah. They influence the type of behavior you'll exhibit when those life circumstances come up. Since the time of the day you were born determines the sign in which of the houses, and an accurate birth time will result in a more accurate information of your chart, meaning what was in the sky when you were born. They need to know where you were. Why? Because that's certain. The planets are always on a track. Based on that, they know, you know what I mean, what your personality traits are. Same as your astrological sign, just that alone. Wherever you were born, whether you're any of the 12 signs, just by that. And I'll ask you that for just a basic run if I needed to. You giving me your zodiac sign is giving me a quick profile on you, depending on how much I know about each zodiac sign. If you hear me ask your zodiac sign, I'm analyzing the fuck out of you. The fuck out of you. I want to know more about you. It's not just conversation starter. I know a whole bunch about your personality traits. I know what makes you. How deep can we go? I could know exactly what you're made up of. Now, before I leave this, I want to set something straight. Finally, it's done. There is no such thing as destiny swapping. I am tired of these fake ass practitioners running around selling this confirmation as a service, or running around making people fearful that someone's going to steal your fucking destiny. It's impossible. You can only fulfill that role based on what you're made of, unless they were made at the same time, in the same place, with the same planetaries. They don't have what it takes. You cannot steal someone's destiny. Everybody can have a similar destiny that's born under the same sign and under this, that, and the other. We're all, created of the same energy, but we're all here to do something different. I want to make this very clear. I've seen it for years. Years. They're trying to destiny swap you, and it was a destiny. No, that cannot be done. You can't change my life's direction. You can't even grab access. There's another saying that they say in the spiritual world. They're trying to access the Akashic records. As Isis, the keeper of time, which is what you say is the Akashic records, nobody can access your past life information. They can use your natal chart to know what you're made up of and what your destiny is. And they can get in your way, but they cannot stop it. Even if they took your life, you would come back the very next life on your destiny. You are here with a plan. You have a contract to life, as many lives as it takes. It's like playing a video game, dude. It doesn't matter if you die. Bring them back. Infinite lives till you get this right. You've come to fill this contract. This is what you came to do. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody's standing in your way. You want standing in your way? You. You. Not that person. You were supposed to meet that person. All of that, yeah, there's no power in that. Keep believing it, and then you're putting it on you, and you're saying that you're not who God made you. Nobody can change your destiny. You can just acknowledge that you're walking in it. You're not off your destiny. You were destined to do all great things. If you start getting up and doing what your guts are pushing you towards, following your visions, facing your fears, and putting yourself out there. Otherwise, no, you might waste another lifetime. How many times have you wasted? How many lifetimes? I don't know. This goes back to why Jesus came back in here. The spirit lives on. Jesus didn't die. That the body of Christ was laid to rest or something. I think according to the book, they said it just vaporized. Something. I don't think they buried a body for Jesus. So how do they know they died? And that's where you could take this and really fuck it up. What part do you want to believe? People cherry pick the shit out of this shit. Do you believe that Moses fucking spread the Red Sea with just a stick? Choose. Believe the stories that are true. But where in the Bible did Jesus say anything about marriage between a man and a woman? I told you, it's not in there. He didn't give you rules. He told you who rules. And what rules? Your heart. Really? Yeah. That goes back to Buddha. I did a whole teaching of Buddha. What was it? Sunday. It's like he doesn't do this. He's the same way. While everybody else is persecuting you, he's just helping you. That's not what they're made of, and that's not God. They think they're God, don't they, though? Tell you how to live your fucking life. Anyways, the lives. What else do we got here? Matthew 19, 4 through 6. Marriage. Let's do it just to entertain your fucking stupidness. So, okay, so you want to stick to this, right? You don't want to honor that you're in love with the same sex. You're going to stick to this. Deny yourself love in this life because you believe you're going to go to hell. Well, you're not going to go to heaven if you haven't experienced love. What is it? Matthew what? 19, 4 through 6. Just for you, dickhead. Matthew isn't hard to find considering the book starts there. Matthew 4. Look at all this highlighted bullshit. The New Testament. A New Testament. Shut up. 5, 4. What is it? What'd you say? Sorry, I got a terrible memory. Oh, you said 19, 4 through 6. Wrong one. Dyslexia, I suppose. 19. Marriage and divorce. All right, dipshit. Here you go. Now it came to pass when Jesus had finished. Okay, so again, he reads, as I get into this, his writings are in red. What he said. The question was, what did Jesus say? Now it has come to pass when Jesus has finished these sayings that he departed from Galilee and came to the reign of Judea beyond the Jordan. The great multitude followed him and he healed them there. The Pharisees also came to him, testing him and saying to him, "Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any reason?" He answered and said to them, "Have you not read that he who made them at the beginning made them male and female?" Quite on the set. Okay. And said, "For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh." Okay. I'm really about to fuck you up, dude. Whoever you are in this, I'm really grateful. This is practice to every fucking time I go to the Pride Parade and I fucking get these Bible thumping bitches. I am so fucking, I did it last time. I cursed them. I fucking cursed these Bible thumping bitches at the gates of fucking heaven. Get the fuck out of here, you condemnated fucking bitches. You ain't got no one to love. You're out here on a mission of hate. We're out here on a mission of fucking love, and you're out here on a mission of hate in the name of Jesus Christ. So say you. Anyways, I say for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined with his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So then they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. They said to him, "Then why did Moses command to give a certificate of divorce and put her away?" He said to them, "Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, permitted you to divorce your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so. And I say to you, whoever divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another commits adultery, and whoever marries her who is divorced commits adultery." So are you talking about this because it says man and woman? Okay, well, let me bring you up to speed here. In any homosexual relationship, one plays the feminine role and one plays the masculine role. In both of this, Jesus said to leave your fucking families and go start a new life with your lover. Don't worry about your fucking families. Okay? If you're trying to stick it to the role play, wonder why I call you bitch. Who runs your house? Is it your woman that's doing everything? She does all of the work while you sit there in your feelings? Mm-hmm. realistically. So going back to this. Now, as far as divorce, this was difficult for me because I got divorced, and it was one of the hardest things I ever had to do because I lived by this. All right? But I was justified for this. Realistically, yes. And that's why it was given so. Moses, because of your heart, the hardness of your hearts, permitted you to divorce your wives. I left that bitch because of my hardened heart. But from the beginning, it was not so. And I say to you, whoever divorces his wife, except for sexual immorality, cheating, he was a huge cheater, and marries another, commits adultery. If I left him for no good cause, then I'm doing it just to commit adultery. I'm leaving this commitment just to have another commitment. That's committing the adultery. And whoever marries her who is divorced commits adultery. Now, they also did this. He also did this is she was owned. She was considered, you know what I mean? That was that man's woman. Don't touch that woman, bro. Realistically, yeah. That was when there was more honor to the woman. Because realistically, you only got one woman. You didn't play these fucking games out there. It was one and done. And you would not dishonor this one. Really? Yeah. That's not what you're doing out there. So let's just be honest. How this is it? This is what you use against gay people? This is it? This is it? This is all you got? You're going to have to do better than that. Especially when I just did a teaching of feminine and masculine energy. Whatever. This is specifically why I typically do not do religious studies, because everybody's been studying it for so long and they believe that it's fucking gold. Okay, Goldstein, live by it. Are you being what he said? Are you in a happy marriage? Or you're in a fucking contract to hell? Stick your way through hell. We call that karmic contracts in the spiritual world. This is your eternity in hell. This is your karma for your past lives. You will be in a loveless marriage for how you treated women in your past life. I really don't care to argue with your stupid religious beliefs. If you don't choose to be a better person, then choose to exit the fucking scene. If you don't choose to accept gay people, if you don't choose to accept people from other races and religions and ethnicities, if you don't choose of your own free will to be a kinder person, and you want to stick these fucking rules out of each of these books to people, stick it up your ass and get the fuck out of my presence. I defend all of them. They have a right to love. I don't give a fuck what your fucking religious book says. If your religious book denies people the ability to love, then that's not a religion that we study. Sex, you just want to have gay sex. You just want to fuck men in the butt. You don't want to have an intimate relationship with them. You don't want to be held by them. You don't want to kiss a man. Okay, well then this is a very different conversation we're having here. If you're just a P. Diddy that just wants to get your 2 inches into the backside of a man, and you don't want nobody, there's no love, it's just the feeling of your flesh on their flesh, that's not what we're talking about in here. That's not what we're talking about in here. We're talking about love. We're not talking about deviant sexual acts because you don't want to keep rubbing your skin against the same piece of flesh you married. You want a new fleshly experience. You're not giving love to the person you married or the person that you're having sex with. We're not talking about that. We're talking acts of love. And especially they should have the right to marry, to make a commitment to love this person for the rest of their life. They should have that ability. If it's not honored by fucking man, fuck you. It's honored by God. And that's all that matters. He honors your act of love. towards another. Nobody's going to hell for being loving around here. You go to hell for being unloving. You want to hate them because they love each other? Or you want to hate gay men, homosexual men like my ex-husband that pretends to be fucking straight, that's actually really wants the feeling of a man. We can have these conversations, but don't make them biblical. When it comes to love, nothing stands in the way. And your perception of what love is doesn't even matter. Because you're in a loveless relationship anyways if you're over here arguing with a priestess. I'm not going to pull this out. Go pull your Bible and go teach someone else. You're not teaching us the Bible. You're teaching us that you have a one-track mindset, that you want to use this word against others as it was used against you. They were put in as rules against you and how you can't live. And now you go out there with your little Bible and you tell other people what they told you can't do. I am the motherfucking Lilith. I am the dark goddess, the first creation of God, and I am telling you what the fuck you can do. I am the goddess of rebellion. Yeah, get the fuck off my page, bitch. Go take that shit. By the power of the dark goddess in me, I bring the divinity to this person in their dream state. Bring the truth. Bring truth and justice to them of their persecutions that they do in the name of Jesus. Nobody else is going to persecute another human being in the name of Jesus in my presence. It's done. You are going to burn here on hell on earth in front of all of us for your persecution of these people. All people. You have no right. It was a good battle. I enjoyed the battle. But know what I'm fighting for. I will burn your fucking family to the fucking ground if you're out here hurting other people in the name of Jesus. I have every right to take you out. Because Jesus wasn't about that. You are an enemy of Christ. You are an antichrist. You are the antichrist. Anyone that uses his name to persecute others is antichrist. Can I get an amen? Amen. Realistically, and you were playing with a witch that plays in the dark. When you go to sleep at night, guess who's going to be there? Dumbass. You better pray to Jesus then. Jesus, I didn't mean it. Jesus, I didn't mean it. You and your parents' fucked up marriage? You trying to validate why they're in a fucked up marriage or why they couldn't make a marriage? Are you in a family that honors a holy union? Shut up. Probably married to somebody that your parents chose and you have terrible raw sex. Fucking dry ass sex. Get on my page. For the rest of you, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We're going to finish up the houses. Really? Yep. And then we'll start learning throughout the new year. I'm going to teach you guys natal charts and how those planets were created. The universe was created by God before man, and how that universe works with mankind. Do you believe in aliens, fuckhead? Don't believe in homosexuals and marriage. Do you believe in aliens? Aliens. Beam him up, Scotty. Realistically, no, I shouldn't be wishing bad upon you because you're ignorant. Forgive you for you know not what you do. You only know what they told you, and you don't know shit. Antichrist. Hey, later, haters.